All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to a very special impromptu episode of Navigating the Modern World with Eli. Glad you could all join me here today on this Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. This is going to be a very brief stream because my girlfriend Donna and I have some things to do, so I got to keep this to about 15 to 20 minutes or so at the very most, but there's enough time to get out the information I need to get out and make an official response to someone out here that continues to do some not so nice things to myself, my business, my brand, etc. We're not going to get into the whole thing. We're just going to state the facts here. We're going to put out another public service announcement here and clear up the air. And then after that, whatever will be, will be. Before we get to all that, first of all, let me make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let's see. The back end of YouTube seems to be rolling well. And let me also make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. It looks like it has. And let me do a sound check. I have some things to do, so I got to keep this to about 15 to 20 minutes or so at the very most, but there's enough time to get. All right. It looks like we are rolling well. Let's get right to it. The topic of this stream is my response to a trademark/copyright settlement in question. One more time, my response to a trademark/copyright in question. This is involving another YouTuber out here by the name of Tammy that about a year and a half ago or so, in my opinion, was trolling me. In my opinion, she tried to steal my business name, and she did a bunch of stuff to get some businesses going under the same or similar name as mine. We ended up going to small claims court, and we settled, and we had a settlement agreement. And based on my stream that I did last night, you can check out that stream if you'd like. Now that I have a California registered trademark and my USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Office trademark pending, and based on the threats that I've been receiving from Tammy, I'm going to respond and basically clear some things up for you, Tammy, and for everyone else. And whatever you need to do, that's completely on you. So basically, as part, and I'm not going to show us on the screen because I'm not going to deal with any privacy issues or anything like that. I'm just going to read what it says. The people on Tammy's end have already seen this. I already knew about this, and I'm ready to respond to it, and I'm going to. This is what was stated in the settlement agreement. We both intend to run a business under the same name and agree that there is not now nor ever will be a trademark or copyright infringement. I'm still holding true to that. Now, first of all, Tammy, the way that was written was very, very vague, very vaguely written. And you didn't mention, there was never any past, trademark or copyright infringement. You didn't put past in there. You put, we both intend to run a business under the same name and agree that there is not now, at the time of this agreement, nor ever will be. Will be is in the future. You're not talking about the past. So I'm going to talk about the past. And I'm also going to share with you that when I send this to my attorney, and you send this to your attorney, and you send them a copy of this video, they're going to probably agree with you and say that this is very vaguely written. Okay? Now, here's the thing. My interpretation of this was that you were going to run a separate version of the GNA, which you have been, the Genuine Networking Association, not the GNA, because when you filed for your business license, your LLC, and your incorporation, you did not include the GNA in parentheses or the GNA acronym at all. You did not include that at all. Okay. You didn't. And let me also remind you, and I've got all these videos downloaded so you can remove them. I still have a copy of them. I will be sending them to my attorney. That you also did a stream yesterday on your January Networking Association channel, and you also showed on the California Secretary of State website, you showed my GNA and your January Networking Association, and you also mentioned that you put it as Genuine Networking Association to separate our businesses because you didn't want to be tied into my business. That's the right thing to do. You never, ever, ever claimed the GNA as part of your business name. You never did that. Too late now. Okay? So what I agreed to in the way that this was vaguely written, in my understanding, which will be challenged by my attorney, and I'm sure the judge will agree, okay, that the agreement was that you can run your business based on the Genuine Networking Association name without the GNA. And you cannot refer to, your organization as the GNA because you never claimed that. You never filed for that. One of the reasons is because I was already using it, right? Now, another thing, excuse me. Give me a second here. Hey, and that's to you too, just Amanda. 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. Another thing, as far as the star logo goes, okay, you are infringing on my copyright and my past trademark, which I still have rights to. Let me explain to you how I will prove to the United States Patent and Trademark Office or in a court of law that I legally have the intellectual property rights to the old GNA logo. Right now, I've registered a brand new GNA logo as of, I believe, July 19th, 2024. I'm not using the other logo anymore. It's a similar logo. But just because I'm not using it does not mean I don't have basic intellectual property rights or basic common law trademark rights. And let me tell you, Tammy, how I'm going to prove that. The way I'm going to prove that to the United States Patent and Trademark Office is I had a registered trademark previously registered for 6 years. Okay? I had a previously registered trademark for 6 years, proving usage of my intellectual property. Okay? Okay? I created that logo. It is my logo. The USPTO approved my trademark as a sole proprietor. I didn't know about business licenses and all that. And if I'm asked in court, I will let the judge know I didn't know about that. As soon as I found out about it, I got on it and I took care of it. I didn't know about it. If that's what you're going to argue, I can also argue that you no longer have a business license, in California. Okay. But that GNA star logo, the Genuine Networking Association, the GNA Genuine Networking Association original star logo is my intellectual property and also my common law trademark, even though it is not currently federally registered. Okay. And again, the proof is going to be in the records of the United States Patent and Trademark Office that, Elias Melas did have this federally registered during this time. He was using it in commerce, and it is his intellectual property rights. All of this happened before the settlement. And in your settlement, you wrote, again, to remind you, we both intend to run a business under the same name and agree that there is not now, nor ever will be. Now was the time that we signed the agreement. Okay? Earlier on this year. Or ever will be is in the future. You didn't mention the past. That was not a part of it, and that will be argued by my attorney. And also what will be argued is that This is a very vaguely written statement here. Okay. Now, here's again what I agreed to. Here's what you can do that will not be infringing upon my trademark and my business. Because another thing you need to understand is that you cannot have two exact same businesses with the same exact name and the same exact logo. And that's why you created your business as Genuine Networking Association without the GNA. And then you used my star logo, which is what initially got your channel terminated for impersonation. Okay? So what would make this agreement valid and what would make this agreement enforceable is you using your Genuine Networking Association name without the GNA and not using my star logo, which is my intellectual property, my common law intellectual property rights, and also my common law trademark rights, which can be proven again based on my previously registered federal trademark going back to like 2013, I believe. It was registered for 6 years and I made a clerical error and it was canceled on my clerical error. But regardless of it being canceled, it proves that I have the intellectual property rights to it and the trademark rights to it, the common law trademark rights to it. Okay? So again, I'm not out here to get you. I'm not out here to take any channels down or anything like that. All I want you to do is agree to what you wrote here, which is very vaguely written. At the time that we went to court and this was signed, and at this current time, your business name is Genuine Networking Association without the GNA. You didn't mention anything in here about the past or the star logo or anything. This is very vaguely written. And the only thing that can be enforced based on this is you can use the Genuine Networking Association name without the GNA under a different class code, which that's the way you've registered your business with the California Secretary of State as an LLC and incorporated. Mine is Genuine Networking Association GNA with the GNA in parentheses. Hi, Tia. How are you doing? Thanks, Amanda. I've accomplished a lot cleaning. LOL. Hope your day is going well. Hi there, Tia. I hope you're having a good day. Mr. Ka, you're coming in here trolling on nonsense. So there you have it. There you have it. I'm not out to get you, Tammy. You can run your business in the way that we agreed to it, which again, you know, your settlement agreement was very vague, did not mention the past. And going into it, and currently you're still Genuine Networking Association without the GNA. And you also cannot infringe on my intellectual property from the past. You can't. And I'm using a new version of that same star. So you cannot use that in your logo. This has nothing to do with our settlement. Later today, I will be forwarding this information to my Legal Shield attorney. You can make fun of it all you want. And I'll have myself protected in case you decide to move forward. I'm not looking to shut down your channel or anything. I just want our businesses to be separate. I do not want there to be a likelihood of confusion. Right now, you're creating a likelihood of confusion. It's affecting my business. Just because we have a court settlement and we can both coexist doesn't mean you can run your business in a way that harms my business, including using parts that we never agreed to or you never had. Again, you never claimed the GNA part. And the star logo is my intellectual property that, again, is proven by my prior registration with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. That's what I'm going to send the Trademark Trial and Appeals Board. And honestly, if you want to take this as far as you want to take it, I also have all of your streams with the very vile things you're saying and how people helped you do this and you wouldn't be here without the people. And I know that's irrelevant, right? But you can take it wherever you want to take it. And here's the thing. You said that I threatened to take your channel down. No, you called it an implied threat. No, I did not. What I said is that what you're doing, eventually it's going to go down. And you can't sit there and blame me for your channel going down. You can't sit there and blame me for that. You can't. You're saying, well, your implied threat, if my channel goes down, I'm coming after you. That's a threat, ma'am. I will also make my attorney know that. I will also let my attorney know that, What about your threat that I have downloaded from your Genuine Networking Association channel where you're inciting people? This is what you said. You said I incited people to take your channel down. I never did that. I said, you never know what happens. Someone else could do it. That's not incitement. I didn't tell people to go and flag your channel. I didn't go and tell them that. But you specifically told people to go and report me. You're also reporting me to the California Secretary of State. Go right ahead. They're not going to do a damn thing about it. And if they question me, I will tell them everything. I will show them the document here, how vague it is. I will show them. It's a vague document. You have the rights to use Genuine Networking Association. And I cannot file copyright or trademark on that. That's the agreement. That's what was in place. Because it's vaguely written, it's going to go by what my business name was during that time and what yours was, right? So that is that. I got to run. I said everything I had to say. I'm done with this. Do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. I'm not out to get you. I'm not out to get your channel. I just want our businesses to be separate and not be creating a likelihood of confusion. I have the rights to do that. I also have the rights to file for a registered trademark on my business. We're separate businesses, right? I have the right to file a trademark on that. I also have the right to enforce my trademark even on you if it's beyond what we agreed on the settlement, which is very vaguely written, very vaguely written, very vaguely written. And now you know it. Look at it more closely. You think I'm dumb? I'm not dumb. I'm not playing. I'm done with this. Again, move on. Do your own thing. Stop talking about me. Change the GNA. Get rid of the GNA. Stop calling your business a GNA. Get rid of the GNA star, and it's all good. Come the new year, we can battle this in court if you want. And I'm ready to go to court. I'm ready to go to court. As a matter of fact, I might even just take you to court myself. If you don't do it. If you do it, I get a free attorney. If not, I got to pay for my own. But trust me, I'll find a way to pay for it. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other. I'm out.